Up until now, we've covered subjects such as creating custom lists, columns, site columns, content types, even site templates. So you could, you have the tools now to go away and create any type of list that you want. However, I'd like to go through some of the apps and list templates that exist in SharePoint because you don't necessarily want to go and reinventing the wheel when you have some great tools available to you that Microsoft has provided. So the first thing we're going to go through is the tasks list. It's a very common, very important tool in SharePoint. Keep track of what people need to do, assign tasks to people. So the tasks list used to be in SharePoint 2010. It used to be included when you created a team site. You would get a tasks list created for you, but you don't anymore. So, I mean, if when you get the when you first create the site, you get this quick kind of menu here, and you could create a tasks list from here. It gives you a few options, but basically, to create a tasks list, as we've seen before, you'd go to Add an App, and you'd create the tasks list here. So I'll call this My Tasks, and I'll show you what you get when you create a tasks list and how to use it. So what Microsoft has done with tasks, of course, we talked about content types. So tasks are based on a task content type, which you could inherit from and create your own if you wanted to. But the task content type itself has a lot with it. And when you create a tasks list, um, Microsoft also gives you a whole bunch of different views. So this is the all items view, and it's got a timeline up here. You also have a calendar view, so you can view your tasks in a calendar state. And then you have some preset filtered views, so you can see the completed tasks here. If I click here and I see the other views, I can look at a Gantt chart. I can see all my late tasks, my tasks, upcoming tasks. So Microsoft have tried to take a lot of the setup work away from you. So all the common views that people most likely would set up for tasks are already there for you. Now, the task content type, we'll create a new task. You can see what the task content type gives you. So you have a task name, so I'll call this my first task, and I'll give it a start date of today, and I'll say that it is due on the 28th, and I'll assign it to myself. So when the assigned to field gives you a choice of selecting anybody in your organization. So these are the common things that you might want to set up, but you also have this show more here. So the new item form actually hides a number of the fields that are not necessarily used as often, but could potentially be very useful. So press show more. You can mark the how complete the task is and a percentage, give the task a description. You can do predecessors of this task. I'll show you how to do that. But basically, if I had other tasks in the list, I could set those tasks to be predecessors of this task. I can also set a priority, and I can actually set a task status. So in progress, completed, deferred, or waiting. So I'll say that this task is not started. Priority is high, and it's not started, so it's 0% complete. And I'll save that. Now, actually, I'll create another task just to show you what Microsoft has done out of the box with the task list. So I'll call this my late task. I'm going to create a task that the due date is in the past, so this is actually a task that's not been completed. So I'll say the start date was last week, and it was due on Friday, but it's not been complete. Again, I'll assign to myself. And you can see there I could have set a predecessor on it, and I can show you predecessors in another video, but I'll save that. And what you see here, it shows you the due date, and it shows you that it was 2 days ago, and it also highlights it in red, so that's very useful. Um, Microsoft has created this view, the product team have created this view so that it highlights overdue tasks for you, which is really nice to have. Uh, so you can assign tasks to other people. Um, we'll get into workflow in later videos, but SharePoint also provides a very powerful tool called workflow, and you can use tasks with workflow uh, to really map out your business processes and tasks is very fundamental to this. So this is just the first introduction to tasks. In the next video, we'll go into a bit more detail about using some of the more advanced functions of the task list.